Spring is the time of year that we associate with flowers blooming, and there's plenty of examples around right now that you can see in people's yards, like beautiful daffodils and crocus, and you may see the flowering trees that people have planted in their landscape, like magnolia trees and cherry trees starting to blossom. But there's a lot of other trees that also have flowers that many people often don't notice. So, flowering plants are part of a biological group called angiosperms, and they include all those plants that I mentioned, in addition to our hardwood trees, like this red maple here that's in bloom, as well as birch and oak that will flower a little bit later. And what we're looking at right here are the flowers of the red maple. There's some that have fallen on the pavement, so I'm just going to bring the camera down so you can see those a little closer. And this right now is was a flower. It's kind of bent and a little bit worse for wear from all the rain we've had. This is actually the male flower of the red maple. And flowers and plants are the reproductive parts of the plants, where they are able to mate and produce future generations, or crossbreed and produce future generations. And you can see the stalks that are on this plant. Those are actually the male part of the plant, called a stamen, where the pollen is produced. The female flowers are separate on the red maple, and on this tree they're a little bit harder to see. They're kind of at the tips of the branches further up, and they're just too high up for me to get a good picture of it. But as you walk around this spring and get outside, look a little bit more carefully at things, and you might actually see some things that you hadn't noticed before.